Hi, I'm Leo Emmanuel. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're taking the time out to watch this 30 to 40 minutes tutorial. Basically, I'm going to be taking you through the 7 steps of starting your first business, the 7 steps that got me to the place I am today. When I started with so many business ideas. I wanted to do a phone business. I wanted to do a watch business, so many business, clothing line. I'm still gonna do all of these things, but during the time, all these periods, I had to fail. I had to learn where my mistakes were. I had to learn through all these failures. But you don't have to go through that. That's why I'm teaching you. The idea behind my business, or the idea behind what I'm offering you, is taking you to the next level. Basically, this is just the starting of my first series, the starting of my series, basically my series of teaching called the EFG. It's not just a series of teaching, it's eventually going to become my own personal brand where I teach and empower future generations. The EFG is empowering future generations. So I'm hoping I'll be able to empower you today. You'll be able to learn a lot of things from my failures, and you'll be able to leverage. So this is going to take you from the idea process, like I said, from getting you from okay, now I have an idea to start in your business. Now, some of you already have the idea. Some of you have already freelanced. You don't have to. You have to also still look at this. You don't have to rush. You have to take your time, look at everything, and you're gonna understand why each step, the importance of each step to the previous step, and how the previous steps also affect the next step. So you need to sit down, call your friends, call your buddies, sit in front of your laptop or your TV. I don't know what you're watching it through, but welcome to this tutorial service. I'm happy you're taking this, and I'm happy you're about to take your business to the next level. I'm Leo Emmanuel, like I always say, and we're in the business of building your business. Okay, first of all, are we starting straight up? I'm going to be going straight into the 7 steps to starting your first business. So this is going to take you from after the idea generation. So basically, you already have an idea, but you need to understand how you're going to go through the process before you start the business. It's a whole long process. You just have an idea and run and just boom, start a business. Most people that do that, they fail somewhere along the lines. But you need to start, you need to learn, you need to go through lots of processes, even the freelancing, and all these are little aspects that you need to take into consideration so you can get to the next level. And I'm glad I'll be here to take you through that. Okay, first off, the first thing you like to do is go through the first step, your plan. Your plan. That's number 1. So you have to sit back and go through your plan, your idea, basically. So, but I'm just let me list everything underneath, and then I'll explain to you as we go. First, you have evaluate. Second, we have what you need. I'm gonna draw a line here so we can have extra space in a second. What industry? And finally, why? Okay. So first off, you have to evaluate yourself as well as your business. This is a very important aspect of getting a business plan. So basically, you already have your idea. So you're saying, what do I do now? I have to evaluate myself. Where am I? Do I have the skills? Do I have the money? Do I have the funding? What is the vision for this business? Where am I going to? What is the final bus stop? This is where I want this business to go. I know it sounds crazy, but you have to write it down. You have to write all these things down, so you always go back. You go back and you say, okay, yes, this is what I stated. This is where I'm supposed to be going through, because it comes back and haunt you sometimes. Sometimes you lose perspective, but these are the things that ground you. If you already have these things written down, if you already have these ideas and these plans and everything written down, whenever you come through problems in your business, you always have something to look back. You always have something to say, okay, this is where I am. This is where I'm going to. So this is where I have to. It actually transcends what your business is. It sends the message of what the idea of your business is. It's easier to explain to an employee, this is the vision. When you already have it, you know this is my vision. So okay, first you evaluate yourself and the business. What do I need to get this business started up? Do I have the money? Do I have the resources? What level do I need to have to get to before I can start and what's the vision of it when I finally get there. So then next is, what do you need? Like I said, what kind of resources, what kind of money do I need to develop myself? Do I need to learn skills? What are the skills I need to learn? All of this, you need to understand, what do I need as a person, to be honest. Don't lie to yourself. I have a friend, Reggie. Basically, this he's reading a book, or he was reading a book called Ego is the Killer, I think that's the name of the book. And he told me one thing that stuck to him, and this has also stuck to me. He said, you're not as good as you think you are, and that's the plain truth. No one is. We're all learning. It's all a learning process. So you need to know, what do you need? What do I actually need? Do I need to learn the skills? Don't lie to yourself. You need to learn. So you need to write all these things down. What do you need? Next is, what is the industry? What industry am I going to? What exactly do I need to understand about this industry? But trust me, your perspective will change from when you're outside the industry to when you're actually in the industry. So from outside of the industry, you're thinking, what do I need to learn? Okay, what's about this industry? What are the ups? What's the trends? What's the downs and the lows? How does it go, basically, from the outsider's perspective? So you need to understand what the industry is. And then when you get all these things, finally you get your why. Now this is the most important part for me for a business. It's not about what you do, it's why you do it. So take me for instance. When I started this business, I understood what my why was. That my why transcends just monetary value, but explaining and telling people what my heart really is was that a few people can stand for many. That a few of us can change the world, a few of us can dent the world. So this few, which is the people in my company, the people that are around me, a few of us working together, hands in close hands, hand in hand, and we can do something great. So for me, it transcends just the monetary value. So when I'm working with a client or I'm working with a business, for me, it transcends more than just the money. It transcends just, I always have this in my peripheral vision that this is what I'm aiming at. This is where I'm going to. So it lets you decide a lot of things. You don't make so much mistakes. Sometimes you don't even accept money or some businesses because you know it's bad for yours. So your why grounds you. So for you, it could be, I want to make more money. For you, it could be, I want to learn this. Or for you, it could be, I want to stand on my own. I want to get out of my parents' house. I want to be my own man. I want to be my own woman. Yeah. So they're different. You have to find your why. Why grounds your business. If you don't have a why, you're just chasing shadows. You do not know where you're going to. You don't know what makes you tick. What makes you tick as an individual? What makes you tick in your business tells me a lot about you. I always ask people these things, even ladies, even guys. Ask them, what makes you tick? And for me, it's not just about that thing that makes you tick. Your why tells me about you. So what is the driving force of your business? Why are you chasing that business? You need to get that part. That's one of the most important parts that's driven my business. And then when you get that, you're ready to move to the next stage. When you've gotten across this, well, I say 4 mini steps or 4 mini stages. Sorry about that. And then you have to look at your learning. That's the next step. Learn. Now you know what you're not good at. You know where you're wrong. You know where the problems are. You need to learn. You need to learn where your problems are. You need to learn what you're supposed to do. What's the wrong things you'll be doing that you're supposed to be doing now. So now it's the learning process. So on the learning, I'm going to highlight a couple of things. Courses, business skills, and finally mentor. Okay. So you have you know what you're not good at. You know what your problem is as a person. You've highlighted or you've evaluated yourself truthfully. Have a really good friend evaluate you, tell them what your problem is. So you learn, you know what you're bad at. So now it's time for the learning process. Now this learning never ends. You do this for the rest of your life. But this learning process in this 7 steps, we're talking about taking the courses. You have to take courses. Trust me, it's very. I'm gonna use, for example, your hairstylist. I'm gonna mention this a lot of times. I think this would be a very good illustration because we all have hairstylists. You have a barber, or you have a lady plaiting your hair or something, or a guy plaiting your hair. So you have to, let's take it for instance, you're a hairstylist. You've gotten your plan. You've evaluated yourself. What's the industry? Is the hair and beauty industry? How is this industry? What exactly is happening in this industry? So why? What's my why? Why am I going into this? Is it just monetary value? Or understand what your why is. Do I love this? This is something that's innate with me. And then learn. Now you're learning as a hairdresser or as a hairstylist or whatever you like to call it. So you have to start taking courses. Like, okay, start taking courses. So for instance, everybody's hairstyling and there's a next level to hairstyling. This is where you spend money, the learning process. Let's say for instance, you can't even take a course. You can read books. There are online courses that are cheaper than like 500 naira. So you can go online and learn. You can read all these things. You can learn what it's about, what you're doing wrong, what you. There's so many things that are so cheap that you can learn. Even here in London, like if you're in London and you're trying to learn, there's so many things that you can learn. £5 could get you a course sometimes, £7. So you take this learning, take courses. Maybe you need to learn your marketing. You need to learn all the things that will put you over the people that are doing it. You're a hairstylist, but most of them are not good at handling their social media. Or you're a hairstylist, and most of them don't know the next level of customer service. So you learn all these things beforehand. You take courses or you read books. You train yourself, improve on yourself, work out, change your. It's not just the whole business world is not just about your um how good you're in business. It also affects your physical life. If you're good in the physical life, it gives you more courage. You change the way you stand, the way you talk, how you speak to the camera, or like myself, I'm just giving an example, or how you speak to your clients. It's everything involved. So now you're learning, you're taking courses, or you're reading that book, or you're taking interest in stuff. This is where you spend money as a person. So you're taking courses, but you're not really earning. Now you improve your business skills. What do I need to close? How do I close the deal? How do I handle all parts of my business, my ledgers, my finances? You have to learn all these things before time, before you're there. So just read through. You don't have to start it. You just have to read and understand. Like, okay, this is how it go. And then finally, a mentor. Now this part, it depends. It depends on a lot of factors. Having a mentor is very subtle. You have to choose your mentor wisely. They do not necessarily have to be in your line of field, but they have to have that understanding. They have to be able to teach you things. They have to have gone through the stage that you're in. Now, picking a mentor doesn't really have to happen in this stage, but advice it happens in this stage. Because then you're telling them this is my why, this is what I want to do. I've evaluated my business, I'm learning. What are my next steps? They teach you through the next step. They teach you what to do, what not to do, what you need to learn as a business person, and what you don't need to learn as a business person. Because there's some things that are meaningless. So next, after getting this part, you freelance. I know this sounds like this is not. I'm talking about business, and you're telling me to freelance, but this is this is very important for every person because the freelance stage is one of the most informative stage. It teaches you a lot about business before actually starting your own business. So under the freelance stage, and I'm going to mention some things, analyzing your industry. These are the benefits basically, not really many steps, but they are benefits of it. Learning and testing the water, customer relations, rejections. Now, for your freelancing, these are most of the things that you need to understand or go through when you go through your freelancing stage. So you are analyzing your industry. So let's say you're like like I was using the hairstylist, you're styling people's hair. So you've learned all these things, you've gotten a mentor, you know what your plan is. Go look for someone that's a hairstylist and learn under them. Tell them to take you in. You want to learn how to do this, you want to improve on your skills. Or you can start freelancing, plaiting the hair for Amaka down the road, plaiting the hair for your neighbor, plaiting the hair for this girl, learning, freelancing, charging small. This is where you know how much to charge. You know, okay, this is the extent I can charge with. This is how much I can make. This is how it goes. This is you learn all of these things. You analyze the industry. Now you're really getting into the industry. You're taking a step into the industry. You're learning and testing the waters. So you're getting done of these two on the first stage. You're understanding your customer relations. Now this is very important. This freelancing stage is, like I said, is a very informative. It helps you understand your customer relation. Help you understand, okay, what's going on in the head of my customer? What do they want? How do they like their style? Are these people that are like this? What do the guys like? What do women like? And plating their hair, do they like more extension? What sells more? The freelancing stage is very important. So you want to start your business, but now you're freelancing. You're saying, this is what I do. Come and patronize me. And finally, you learn rejection. Rejection is so important. I I love my rejections sometimes more than my wins because they teach you so much. You learn life is not it is not always the way you want it. If you knock the door of 1,000 people and tell them I plait hair, I make hair, I teach people how to do their hair, only about 100 will tell you, okay, yes, plait my hair, or what have you done before? You start learning how to win a customer. Do I need to write a proposal? Do I need to take pictures of hairs I've done before and show to these people? So these are the things that you will learn under the freelancing stage. They're not necessarily mini steps, but you will learn. You have to learn them. You have to understand them. You have to understand your customer relations. How do I speak to them? How do I win them over? You have to understand your rejections. Your rejections teach you. They help you learn. That's why most people do not win. Because they look at rejections, they get 100 rejections and go, no, it's not going to happen. I learned this with marketing. If I keep telling you press this button, press this button, press this button, eventually you press it. That's the truth. That's why that's the truth about marketing. So if you keep telling people, if people keep telling you no, 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 and you're like, okay, why did you say no? What do I need to improve? Eventually, one day when they see your persistence still coming back to that same door and knocking, like, I just wanted to check whether you've changed your mind. One day they're gonna say yes, and you will learn. You will learn. You understand what you did wrong the previous times. So when you get these rejections, you learn. You go back and okay, why did they say no? Why didn't they accept my offer to do their hair? Do you understand? So this freelancing stage is so much of an informative stage. Pay attention to every customer, every mistake, every little thing. This is where you start getting an idea of your business and how it's going to go. The next thing you have to look at is the legal aspect. Now you're getting to the point that you will soon be starting your business. You've raised enough finances by freelancing that you know that, okay, my business is going to work. I've been able to raise this amount of money. This is my earnings. I need to start improving my earnings, how much more I need to go. So this freelance part helps you in a lot of things, helps you earn money too. So you've gotten all this down. Now you have to go to the legal aspect. So I'm going to mention all the things you need to learn in the legal aspect. You have to understand the laws. And you have to get your registration. And finally, you have to lawyer up. So now you're saying, okay, I'll soon be starting my business. So what do I need? After freelancing for a while, it could be a while, it could be a year. That's the thing. It's a process. It doesn't happen in one day. You just say I want to have a business, and then you wake up and boom, you have a business. That's the problem with most people. They rush into everything. It's a process. It's a building. There's a building stage. You don't just go. We'll come to that. The next part is getting your foundation right. That's the thing. Most people just run from having an idea to registering a company. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work because you do not understand what is going on in the business. Take Jeff Bezos, for instance. He had an idea, very brilliant idea, but he had to learn. He started selling books. Now, what Amazon is it sells everything, but Jeff Bezos had to sell books, had to sell all of these things, had to go hand in hand to different offices, different neighborhoods, keep knocking the door. That's how it is. That's the freelance process. That's the learning process where you make your mistakes. You don't just go straight from I have an idea, register the idea, let's go. You know nothing. Business is a lot different from how you see it outside to actually how it is inside. It's a very hard thing. So, but for you to choose this, it shows resilience. For you to choose that you want to be a business person, I congratulate you because it's not easy. So now you're saying, what do I go through the legal part? Understanding the laws, you have to understand what exactly is happening in your state or in your country. What are the laws I have to familiarize myself with? What is going on? What is wrong? What is not wrong? What is right? Like, what exactly is happening in the state of my country that I'm setting a business pertaining to my actual business. When you understand the laws, you dodge a lot of loopholes that you probably later see in future. Trust me, because you go through all of those problems. You go through cases, attorneys, lots of different things. So you have to face understanding the law first. That's the first thing. You have to read on your own. How do you write this? How do you learn a proposal? Besides, you've learned when you're learning courses and your business skills, you've learned your proposals, you've learned all of these things. Yeah, but now you're understanding the laws of your country. They're two different things. Understanding how to write a proposal for your business skills or how to close a deal, these are all under the business skills. You have to learn all of this. But understanding the law, now you're understanding the law of your country, how it goes. So now, after doing that and understanding laws, you get your registration. You understand. You have to get your registration done. Now, I would say you should lawyer up while getting your registration. These two, they kind of go hand in hand. Because when you get a lawyer, I'm saying you don't have to be paying this person every time, every day, or put them on a salary, but just for their service, they'll help you with the registration. It's always good to have one person where you have a close relationship or friendship and they help you grow through the years. I have one lawyer help me register, help me with everything, my shares, changing directors, employees, everything. So you need someone that's able to grow with you as a person, not just as a business, but as a person. So that's the thing. You need to lawyer up and register your business now. So now you have your business registered, but you still haven't done anything. Your business hasn't started. Now you move to the next thing. Because it's always good to have the name that you already have an idea. So let's say, for instance, after the freelancing, you have an even when you're learning, you already have a name for your business. You freelanced. I expect you have a name. You freelance, and then legal aspects. You have this name. You have, you quickly register the name because sometimes the name you have in your head might be wrong from when you had to start the business. That's something I learned the hard way. I had so many names for my business, and all of them came back already had by other people, even relatives sometimes. So you need to go through this registration process so you know the name that your business is taking, and then you can brand and create everything towards this name. So it's a very important aspect, the legal aspect. So now you've understood all of those. The next thing you have to understand is actually get your foundation. Now this is something that I actually enjoy. So number five, getting your foundation. So now you're getting your foundation. Fingers are in small letters, but okay. So first thing you have to look at is your vision, what you need to get done, You also have to look at what do you need to start? What are the basic things you need to start? And finally, start before you're ready. This is a very important part. I don't know if you can see any of my handwriting. I'm terrible at this. So first of all, after when you want to get your vision and getting your foundation, you've registered your name. Now you have to get your foundation ready for your business before your business launches. Um, Getting your foundation is a very important thing. Like, okay, the first thing you have to look at is your vision. So now, remember I told you to look at your vision when we're starting up, when we're evaluating ourselves. Now your vision will change. Now you're more sure of what your vision is. You have a clearer perspective because you've gone through the freelancing, you've gone through the Lego, you've gone through learning skills. Now you understand it's not going to be as easy as you thought it was. Making £1 million or $1 million is not as easy. It doesn't come from the air. But now you understand that, okay, this is my vision, and you narrow it down to what exactly you want. Because when you're starting off, you're just writing things off the top of your head. So now your vision is much more, much more precise and defined. And then now you're taking your vision into consideration. You also need to know, what do I need to get done? What's the next thing I need to get done? What do I need to set up for my business to work? So you're looking at, okay, my finances. I need to set up a finance account. I need to set up a logo, branding. This is where this comes in, because now you've gone through the Lego place. You know that this is the name I have. You're looking at branding. You're looking at, okay, not even marketing. You've not even gotten to the point of marketing. Now you're looking at, okay, branding. I need a logo. I need everything. This is why I want. What do I need? I need a shop. Maybe, for instance, I've saved up. I need a shop. I need to invest. I need to handle my finances. Now you're looking at, what do I need to get done to start up this business? You're writing them down. You're taking them off. I use the checkbox when I was starting. So I was saying, okay, for me to start my business, I need cameras. I need this. I need that. When I was starting off with photography, for instance, I need cameras. I need lights. I need this. I need to get a website. I need to automate things. I need to do this. I need to get workers. How do I get workers? So these are things you tick off the boxes. You handle them before starting your business. Then you need to look at, what do you need to start. We understand that you need a lot of things to get done to get to where you want to go to, but what do you need to start first of all? If you're doing hairs, all you need to, maybe for instance, like I said, we're using the same person again, the hairstylist. All you need to have is a place where you can cut their hair, or a place you can make their hair fun, maybe, so they are cool, a chair. The important things, you don't go there and put an AC and everything when you've not started earning. Don't put sliding windows and sliding guards. What is the core things, the minimal things I need? Maybe I need an extra hand so we can handle more people, because now we're a shop. These are the things. What exactly do I need? I've seen most people get stuck in that point of jumping from being a business person to actually starting a business just because they're looking to get everything right. It never happens. It never happens. I've never seen it happen. I've never seen everything ready for you to start a business. Sometimes you just have to take that leap. You just have to jump and expect everything is going to work for you good. So what do you need exactly to start? What are the basic things, the minimal things you need to start? Then start before you're ready. That's the last point. Don't wait till everything is ready. If you know that these things, I can just start. It would, on the way you learn, on the way it builds up. When I first started photography, the first thing I did was get myself a camera. Obviously, my dad got me my first camera. This is 5-6 years ago, 4-5 years ago. I'm not so sure. And he got me the worst entry-level DSLR, the worst one. Just people already had T6Is and the rest. If you use a Canon, basically, and I'm starting with the worst entry-level camera, going to help a guy that takes picture, MDB, he's a photographer. I had to help him hold the lights so he could take pictures, because I wanted to learn. I wanted to know how he does this, where he positions the light, how he takes the pictures. So these are all the things that you learn, basically. So you have to start before you're ready. I wasn't ready, but I was ready to take that leap. I had to convince my father to complete the money I had saved from my own pocket money and from freelancing, doing designs and graphics to be able to pay for that. And then I was leveraging on that. So that's why you need to go through the freelance, because your freelance is what's gonna get you what you need to start. You understand? An entrepreneur is like climbing the highest mountain and jumping and expecting your wings to grow before you land. It's that crazy, but it is what it is. That's the truth. You have to have, well, like I say, permit me to say this, you have to have the balls to do this. You have to have the balls to jump and say, yes, I'm going to do this. Either way. That's why people get stuck in the 9 to 5, because they do not have the balls to take that leap. But me and you were different, right? So you have to start before you're ready. Don't wait for everything to be ready. Don't wait for, okay, everything has to be prim and proper. I've seen so many people get stuck in that place. I started photography before I was ready. I started taking pictures, started doing freelancing before I wasn't ready. I said all of these things before I was ready. I had to make sure, okay, I already started. So what next? Do you understand? So that's why going through your freelancing stage is good. It makes you understand. It makes you get more money to be able to buy things you need to start and to be able to start before you're ready. So let's say you need more workers, but all the workers are not there. You start plaiting the people's hair. You start making the hair. You start cutting or bobbing the hair or whatever you call it before people start coming. Before you get more workers, because by that time you're cutting people's hair and like, oh, I need more people. You already knew you were going to need more people, but don't let that be a barrier. Just because you just need the minimal things, the exact things you need to start, the most minimal things you need to start. I need a comb, I need a clipper, I need a place for them to sit, I need a shop. That's all. You don't even need fan. You can open the doors. Do you understand? So you need to get just the minimal thing, not everything, just the minimal thing, and then start before you're ready. The next thing, automation. You need to automate the process. So maybe they're coming into your shop, you're giving them a card and you say, pick a number. So when they come in and pick a number, you have no problem with who came before who. You're automating the process. You're making employees are automation. Because now they're taking away the time doing stuff that you would have spent time doing. They're doing that and then you're freed up to do other things. Because we both know time is money, but time is not just money. Results are money. So if you know you have to get workers, you have to automate things so your results are faster. It's not just the money. It's not just the time you spend in doing things. If you spend 6 hours in doing one hair, you're still going to be paid the amount you used in doing one hair. That's the truth. So, but let's say you set all your tools. Immediately the person comes, maybe the first person loses the hair, the next person washes it, and then you start plating. By the time the next person is already done, by the time you're done plating, the next person is already washing their hair or getting their hair dried, and then you start plating. Do you understand? So it's automating the process so everything happens quick. Everything is going quick. Boom, 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 boom. That's the difference. That's how you make results faster. You get your results faster. Automate. When in a world that has automation, let's say you're doing a different kind of work. You need someone to handle your marketing. Obviously, you call me to handle your marketing, but you need someone to handle your marketing. You need someone to handle your photography. Do not automate. Automation is where you spend so much money. You have to spend money automating. So let me just write up what's on the automating. Spend on automation. So everything is faster, everything is easier, and automate as much as possible. Automate as much as possible. Sorry, like I said, terrible handwriting. So you're spending on automation. Spend that money. If you need to get an employee, spend that money, because they'll let you get work done faster. Then you can save more money. Not just say, trust me, you can save more money. Let's say you're making money and you got a worker. So let's say you can just pay the worker and then pay yourself a bit. But now you have the time to think about other business. You have the time to think about other businesses. You have the time to think about what you need to do for your business. You have the time to draw up a vision, to draw up everything you need. So this is why you need to go through the automation process. So now you've gotten your automation process ready. Everything is ready. This is all before you kickstart. Mind you, we've not started the business. You've gone through all the steps. You've gotten your foundation. You've automated all these processes so they happen just before you kick off. Now, major thing in kicking off, that's the last thing we're gonna look at. I'm so sad this will be done very soon. So now we're looking at the last part, which is what? Number 7, which is marketing. Yes, I know. You're like, I'm trying to sell my business, but I am not. This is actually the final part for starting your business. So now you've gotten everything ready. You've gone through freelance. You've understood. You've learned. You've gotten your foundation. You've automated your process. Now it's time for your business to launch. You're saying, "This is me. This is my brand. Come and buy from me. This is me. This is my brand. Come and plait your hair. This is me. This is my brand. Come and get your houses. Come and do your marketing. Come and build your applications." You've gone through all these places. You've automated all these things so they're happening faster, so you can handle the business when lots of customers start coming. Do you understand? So this is why you need to go through this process. When the clients actually come, everything is already set up. You're not hustling. When people skip these steps and then they start having problems, these are the things that I also had to learn myself. So okay, we're saying marketing. You have to look at your target market. You have to sit down. Target market. 2, you have to look at platforms. And finally, sales funnel. So your marketing might be the most important thing, because if you don't get the clients, everything, all the hard work, all the freelancing stage has been for nothing. So now, sit down. Go back to the drawing board, back to your book, and you've written everything, where all your visions are, where everything is. And then you're saying, what is my target market? Who are they? What do my ideal target market look like? Where do they go? Where do they eat? What do they eat? What do they like to do for fun? What is their hobbies? What are their hobbies, sorry? What do they do? So I'm plaiting hair. I'm a girl plaiting ladies' hair. What's my target market? I'm a young girl, so I need to get girls of my age. Maybe I want to get girls of my age, or I want to get the happening girls in town. What do they like? How would they want the shop to be set up? What's the thing? What would I give them, and they'll be like, "Oh, this is nice." It could be that they're coming in and you're giving them maybe sweets or chocolate. They're like, "Oh, I love plaiting my hair there. That place, I just go there, I get sweets, free sweets, and while I'm plaiting my hair." Or you give them internet service. It's expensive, but think about how much people are coming in to your shop because okay, she has internet service. Maybe you change the password every night. These are the little things that differentiate you. They seem like the hard thing, but they're things that separate you from every other person. Why you excel, why other people are struggling. These are all the things that helped me as a person. When I started doing my business and I was about to market, I knew who my target market was. I knew who you were, what you like. How do I automate the process? Everything. So now you're looking at your target market. You understand who your target market are. So now what platforms do I find them on? Do I find them on Instagram? Are they the people that like to look at billboards or posters? What do they like to do? Do you understand? So from your freelancing stage, you've saved up enough money to actually go through this process. I'm not saying you have to save up all of this money. You can get people to invest, but naturally, if it's possible to get all this money from your freelancing stage, that's a very important point I should mention. If you have all the money you got to invest into the business, do it yourself. Getting a second person or people to invest isn't really the wisest step, because in the future you also have to get partners. You have to bring people in that will want shares on percentages of your company. Do you understand this? So if you're already at the beginning, you're giving 20% of your company out. Before you know, you'll be left with like maybe 40%. And who knows, someone can just come and say, okay, buy the 20% or the 10% of every other person. And now they have 60% of your company. And now you're no longer the CEO of your company after working from the dirt. So that's why I said having a vision lets you know where you're going. So now you've gotten maybe someone to invest in your business because you've already been making money. You've shown them I've made money. you've gotten your foundation ready, the money you're gonna spend into this, your financials ready. Now the next thing is platforms. Now, mind you, this financial part I'm talking about, they are all under what do you need to start. So the money, the resources, everything, you're writing them down. You're going, if you need funding, you need to go source funding. I should have mentioned when I was there, it just skipped me, but that is a very important point to take note. You don't have enough money to start. Let's say, for instance, even after freelancing, you have enough money to take you maybe away, but not completely to start. Get people to invest or continue freelancing while you start. So you're freelancing, but you're still starting your business. Do you understand? Okay, so now marketing. You start marketing, you know the platforms they are in. Do these people like to read newspapers? Where do I find them? Where do they go to eat? Social media. What social media platforms do I find them on? That's your marketing. And then finally, your sales funnel. How am I going to attract them? For me, for instance, is from all my social media networks. You go to my website, or maybe you start off from my website. You go to my email. We set up a video meeting. It's like a funnel, exactly how a funnel is. So it's that way. So from my website or from my social media platforms to my website, to my email, to a video meeting, to my WhatsApp. So we have a close contact. I can see what you like, what you don't like, what you're doing. Do you understand? So you have to set up what exactly your sales funnel is. And then when you've done all of this, you're ready to launch. You're finally ready to launch. Like, this is the takeoff of your rocket. Allow me to do the Joker. But now you're ready to launch your business. You have everything set up. You have everything you need for your business. Now it's time to launch. You've marketed your business there. You have to have a campaign for your launch. Like, this is my launch out. This is me. This is my business. So now you've started your business. People are coming in to buy your stuff or patronize you or come plait their hair in your shop. So we took this person, just realized that we took the hairstylist from the place where she first had the idea of making people's hair to now she's a boss lady. She's the one launching her business. She has a marketing, she has a branding, she has automation processes ready to handle the people. She has a foundation ready, she's gotten her financials. She's handled every part of our business. Right from an idea. Hey there, I'm so happy you watched that. Come on, that was a good one. That was a good tutorial. So we learned the different steps. We learned freelancing, we learned from the idea generation process, going through the legal aspect to starting your business to marketing. I'm teaching you all the different steps, the 7 steps that take your business to the next level. Now, like I promised, I have an announcement basically. I'm starting the EFG. It's called Empowering Future Generations. It's an ideal or a school of thought where I teach different people, different skills that have got me to the place I am today. I'm not just going to be the only person. I'm going to be bringing other people, other teachers, other people to influence you, to teach you, to take your business to the next level. Now, these people, I'm giving them a platform to teach you, so you understand, so you know their failures, where they made mistakes and how they learned from these mistakes and how it's improved them to the business. Now, it's just going for 50,000 naira, 15,000 naira. Now, this is not meant for everyone. This is only meant for you if you're willing to take your business to the next level. If you're not ready for this, I know it's kind of expensive, but that's the reason, because what we're giving to you is invaluable. We're taking you to the next level of your business. We're breaking all the barriers and teaching you all the necessary things that you need to know while starting your business and taking you to the next level of that financial freedom that you deserve. So it's not just me. I have my friends coming in on this. I have people teaching you photography, marketing. I have people teaching you real estate. I have people teaching you, a friend of mine is going to be teaching you forex trading, all of these things, so you get to the next level of your business. So if you want to sign up for it, go to the link on my bio, click on the EFG, sign up to become a student of ours. And it's just, we have 2 teachings every month. every 2 weeks, basically. One every 2 weeks, and you get the training. You understand everything. We answer your questions after these teachings. This is a new era for every young Nigerian. The dream is to get to a point where we can give you all the courses. We can take courses. We can take tutorials. We can provide you with online training that will get you to the next level. We get every single Nigerian to the next level. Not just Nigerians, entrepreneurs worldwide. But we're starting off in Nigeria, and ain't you lucky? You've been the first person to be part of this. Well, I'm Lewo Emmanuel, and I'm the CEO of the Lewo Group. Click on the link on my bio, and let's get you started.